mentoring a little bit. All right, yeah.
Well, I think I had to have a quick word with you, Myles, because I know that all through the winter months we don't really know what people are getting up to, changing machinery and all that sort of thing, but you look to have had a brilliant start to the season.
We have a quite good start, really. Obviously, they've just been club meetings, but yeah, we've been travelling around I think we've done 3, and everything seems good. So hopefully today, obviously, a bit bigger meeting today, and yeah, some of the boys we haven't raced against yet this year, so hopefully all good.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a change of track, but obviously at a familiar venue, slightly smaller than we're used to at Swingfield, but a real tough class.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's here today in the sidecar. Do you know what I mean? The track is looking good. Obviously, they've pulled it across a bit where the pits usually is, but it does look good. Yeah, fair play to Graham. It looks good, and I think they'll have a good day. Definitely.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to a good day, and as you quickly mentioned there, I mean, it's a tough class. We're still kind of feeling our way a little bit, aren't we? And we don't know what people have changed during the winter, machinery-wise.
No, that's right. Obviously, Rob Wilson's out today, and he hasn't been out yet for the year. I think Rob Bradley, he hasn't been out this year. So like you said, it's early part of the year, but yeah, hopefully if we can get the bike set up in time and get sorted, it should be okay.
Absolutely. Well, let's hope it continues. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks very much. Cheers.
Or think you've signed on, obviously you haven't signed in the right place. So.
Well, I've mentioned a few times that, this is the start of the season, everybody's feeling their way, but I just had to have a word with you, Lewis. Great to see you back to the sport. How do you feel about today?
Yeah, feel good. Just want to go out there and give it my best shot. Not looking to do anything drastic, just want to go out and have a practice.
So remind me, how long is it since you actually competed professionally?
I didn't race at all last year. My last meeting was in October 2007, so since then this is the first meeting back.
And you've got to have missed it, surely?
Yeah, totally. yeah. It's been good, like getting everything sorted out, the bikes, the van, Kevlarts and everything like that. Just getting it all together, and yeah.
And have you had a chance to sort of have any sort of practice anywhere at all?
Yeah, last week I went round a local field and done a couple of laps and felt good, and that was enough, and hopefully just carry on from there.
Well, from what we've seen already, it looks a superb track the way that they've laid it out here at Swingfield. So a good one to come back to, and I think all I can do at the moment is wish you the best of luck, mate.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to need it.
Great to see you back. Cheers. Well, it might be the start of the season, but I've just spoken to one solo rider that he's making a return to the sport, and I think it's fair to say, Robbie, that you're making a return to 1000cc sidecars.
Yeah, it's been 10, 11 years. I think 97 was our last one at the Bird Up before this season, and we've done 3 grass tracks and 1 speedway so far.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, absolutely loving it. It's brilliant to be back. Obviously, I've been given a massive opportunity with Dad's old bike and stuff. It just gives you a major head start, obviously, to have a bit of equipment like that, and obviously Colin's come into it really well as well, and Dad's been helping us out for the first few weeks, and now he's racing today.
So now you've got some tough competition.
Obviously, yeah. Oh, yeah, big time. Now he'll be providing everything goes well with the bike. I mean, we had it finished about 9 o'clock last night, so fingers crossed for that, and obviously we expect to see him up, well, trying to hang on to him like everyone else does.
Yeah, he's got a bit of history with this sort of sport, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's obviously top runner. So yeah, if we can get anything like what he's done, then we're doing all right.
Oh, fantastic. And looking out there at the circuit, I mean, it does look as if it's laid out brilliantly. It promises to be a fast day, but one you can certainly get stuck into. Yeah,
it looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, you just drive through the gate and look at the track and everything, and now everything's set out, and it's just perfect. So they always do it here, and it's a, should many thanks to them. It's good stuff.
Absolutely. Well, great to see you back in the sport, Robbie. Yeah. Hope it all goes well today. Yeah. Look forward to speaking to you later, maybe.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, cheers. Thanks.
Well, of course, fantastic to see Robbie back in the sport, but Rob, you must be pleased as well to see him back out there.
Yeah, I mean, he, to be fair, I didn't think he was definitely going to be on the pace like he is, and yeah, he's been going well. He's had 3 good meetings, made 3 finals, and yeah, fair play to the old boy. He's doing good.
That's excellent. Of course, this time of year, I think what I'm saying to most of the competitors is that it's a case of sorting things out in the winter. You anticipate what's going to happen, but when you come to a track like this, it all makes it worthwhile, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, as soon as you come through the gate today, I mean, you've got to give them a pat on the back. Astra have done a great job. Presentation for this particular grass track's excellent, and everybody who come through there, be it competitor or spectator, would have set feet. Yeah, we're in for a good day here.
Absolutely, and of course you really do have such a good history here as well, don't you?
Yeah, we had a 2000 win Masters here. We've had reasonably good meetings. I mean, it's a good track, but everybody seems to go good on a good track. That's the problem, When it's a bit rough, everybody has a little bit of a whinge. But this is a good track, and I should imagine all of the 18 are going to go reasonably well.
So some tough competition, but you're as good as the rest of them, Rob.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's our first run today. The bike's basically a copy of what we've had before, the one that young Robbie's riding, and hopefully it'll be okay, but if not, we've got to have a first meeting somewhere, so.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck for today,
Thanks.
and we could well be talking to you later.
No worries. Thanks,
Cheers,
gents.
Rob.
Cheers.
Go on, well, I think I had to have a quick word, Dave, because I know for one you've travelled an awful long way to be here, but I've got to ask the first question, is this the first time you've ridden at Swingfield?
Yes, never ever been at all, first time.
Excellent, and your first impressions of what the track looks like?
Yeah, it looks good, really good, flat, smooth.
Yeah, we've had obviously a great history of events here, and we've had some really competitive meetings, and I've got to ask that, I mean, thinking back through, I know you've been travelling abroad quite a bit, but the season is in its early days. Good start for you?
Abroad, a bit of a disaster, 2 weeks since we blew an engine up, but it's the beginning of the season. Better at the beginning than at the middle or the end, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And big hopes for this season?
Yeah, but you don't know what's going to happen, so...
No, you don't. Okay, well obviously you've got practice going at the moment, I'll let you get on, but hope you enjoy the track, and let's hope you have a good day.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Cheers, Dave. Well, I think at this early stage of the season, I can't help saying to a lot of riders that we do look back a little bit at last year, but I think in conclusion, Paul, you would say last year was a good season for you?
Yeah, it was a good season if you look at it as a whole, but then to lose 2 championships by only a point or 2 points, whatever it was a bit disappointing, but we were involved in the mixer. We were racing, we were on the pace, which I've struggled a little bit, just not quite been at the level the last couple of years that a few of the other lads have been to, and I think last year we kind of caught them up, so this year hopefully we can stay at that level and produce some good performances home and away.
And did I hear last night that perhaps the Speedway has turned around a little bit for you as well?
About time, isn't it? I've had a lot of problems with Speedway, and the Sheffield club have been great. They're giving me time to try and sort my problems out, and finally we managed to score some points on Thursday, changed a few things and got some points on the board, so hopefully we're back to where we were with that as well last year now.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, really, from the Grasstrack perspective, this is the early part of the season. People trying new machinery, new frames, all the rest of it, but tracks like this will always produce good racing, won't they?
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's nothing new for me this year. It's all last year's gear is what I'm on. Tracks like this, the club here, Astra Club, always put on a great show. We've obviously moved to a different area of the field and a different size and shape track, which is going to make it interesting. And clearly, looking at practice, they've done a great job keeping it smooth and keeping it watered. So hopefully, it's going to produce some real good racing. It's going to be a good surface to get a skid on.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think also that what goes with a good track is we've got a very competitive entry. And as always, you've decided to be a busy man. You're doing 250 and 500, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd try and do the 350 as well, but they were fully booked by the time I got my house in gear. So I thought we'd do a bit of 250 and 500, and if Sean doesn't start performing on the sidecar with Rob Bradley, then I think he'll be getting off, and I'll be doing that as well, because clearly he's not really focused on the job in hand at the minute. But keep myself busy. It's better than sitting around and waiting for your next go, isn't it? You keep on the run, keep yourself entertained throughout the meeting, and hopefully put in some good performances and a good show for the people who've paid to come and watch.
Well, that's what it's all about. Paul, the very best of luck, mate. Promises to be a good day.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks
Cheers
a lot.
now.
Cheers.
Bye.
I had to teach you how to use every second.
Well, I'm suspicious, Rob, that this might be your first meeting this year.
It is, yeah. First full meeting anyway. So, but it's always, Graham always puts an excellent track on, and although it looks a bit slick, it's the same for everybody, so it'll be alright.
We should be all right, but some tough opposition out there today, isn't there?
Well, yeah, everybody wants to win, and there's some lads are all going well, but we've beaten everybody else before, and we've been beaten by everybody else before, so we'll just have to see how it goes.
Absolutely. Sean, is everything as it was last year, or have you made some changes?
No, everything's just the same, like, so that's what I say. We ain't tried it yet. I mean, the gearbox was playing up a little bit end of last year, so we're just hoping that holds out. But like Rob said, you know, we beat them all before, but they've beat us, so. And it's one of them formats where you've only got a one-bag race and you can be out the final, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it is going to be some tough competitive racing, but I don't think you'll have lost it just in that winter month, so we'll see how well you go today.
Hopefully it'll be all right. We'll try.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, Jim.
Cheers.
Well, I've mentioned many times that this is the start of the season, but fantastic to see you here, Joe. What do you make of it so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. So I think it's going to be more hard work, sort of riding wise. And when you're not doing many of them, this is my first one since last year. So you know, but I'm a lot fitter than I've been for the last few years. So hopefully I can hang the pace.
Well, that's good to hear, because I know the Speedway world seems to be treating you kindly at the moment.
Yeah, things are going really good down at Poole. Bit of a change in environment. You know, it's lost a bit of weight and a bit more fitter and. Yeah, things have started off good, but who knows, early season.
Well, absolutely. It is that early part of the year where we don't know what other people have done with machinery and that sort of thing, but you know these tracks very well down this part of the world, you know how to ride them.
Yeah, it got me sort of, well, the track, you know, I've been around a long time to do that, but it's the bikes, you know what I mean, and I sort of only got my bike out and dusted it off late last night and put an engine in this morning, so it's... But say practice, I've just had 2 good practices and I feel good. I didn't come in out of breath, I felt really sort of fresh. So see how we go today though.
Absolutely. Very best of luck, Joe.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
a lot. Bye. Well, I think this morning really what I've been saying to a lot of people is it's early part of the season, we're seeing a lot of people come back to the sport. Paul, I've got to say first of all, great to see you back on this sport.
Yeah, it makes a change. Obviously last year I was up in Dad with his meeting. This time I'm back riding in it, and yeah, it's just nice feeling. Get up in the mornings now and you're going to go and ride your bike and enjoy your Sundays again.
And you've been out for practice. What do you make of it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's different. Obviously, sort of, me and Dad spoke. During the winter and different things last year, different times. We just said we wanted to try something a little bit different, just to try and slow the racing down a little bit, because it was getting a little bit spaced out on the bigger track. So hopefully it'll sort of create a little bit of excitement and entertainment a bit more.
Well, I think so. I mean, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, really, that we did see, shall we say, the topper echelon of riders making their way down the big tracks, getting away from the rest of the field, and it all gets a bit spread out. But here, particularly this bottom corner, is very tight. It's going to make people think, isn't it?
That's it, and obviously the way the bikes are going at the moment, let's rev that a bit harder. The way the bikes are going at the moment, it is all about horsepower and the revs, and obviously with revs and speed you do sort of gain a lot of speed, and obviously the youngsters that are coming on with the speed, you need experience. And obviously when I was still learning, the two of a big track and learning curves weren't really mixing, so yeah, it slowed it down, and hopefully they can sort of learn from experience on the smaller tracks and then gain it and move on to the bigger ones. So yeah, safety as well.
I mentioned to Joe a moment ago that, you know, Speedway seems to be treating him well at the moment. You enjoying back on the Speedway?
Yeah, you got me a job. No, it's been nice. Obviously having sort of 18 months out was a bit difficult, but yeah, getting myself back into it and just getting the feeling of things again. It's like starting a new school, so it's nice. It's sort of it's like starting again really. So
and all the fitness and the health all okay, no grumbles.
The arm isn't healed yet, so I'm probably going to have another operation at the end of the year where they're going to put an external cage on it and pull it together. But yeah, the surgeon said I can go and get on with me life and ride my motorbikes, and if anything happens then I'll have to go and see him Monday morning.
Well, best of luck today, Paul. Fantastic to see you back again.
Cheers.
Superb.
Harvey. Electrical wizard, aren't I?
Well, I think it's fair to say that most of the people I've spoken to this morning, we can't help thinking about what last year produced for us, and I think all in all you had a good year last year, didn't you?
Yeah, it turned out quite well towards the end of the season. You know, we took our 5th title again, so we was quite happy with that, you know, as an end result really.
That's what I was thinking, and obviously now we've had the winter months, everybody's been rebuilding, new frames, new engines, getting themselves together for this year, and I mean, I've sort of got to ask really, is this your first time out, or have you had any others?
We went up to Skegness, the first meeting. We tried several things, a couple of free engines and different carburetors. Nothing worked on that track, unfortunately. And last week we turned things around, chucked some new stuff away, put some old stuff back on, went to Roden, and we had a second to Williams, so we was back on form then.
Oh, excellent. So it sounds like it started well. From what you've seen from practice, this looks good?
Looks very good, yeah. I mean, it's a bit slick at the moment. Hopefully it'll dry out a little bit later and we'll have some good racing.
Absolutely. And Danny, looking forward to another good season?
Yeah, I hope so. It's getting harder every year. Not just the competitors, but to get yourself up for it again. We're doing well. We're getting there slowly, and we're still learning. That's the good thing about it.
Absolutely. And have you got many plans for travelling abroad this year?
Yeah, we want to do a few more this year rather than sort of staying around in Britain. We want to get amongst the top Europeans, and hopefully we can have a go at the Rostrum place in the European. And I think that's the only way you're going to do it is race against them.
Well, absolutely. That's what I was thinking of, because we've got the final in the UK this year. There's a lot of racing before then, and if you can mix it with them over on their home ground, they're the visitors to us this year, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've got a slight home advantage there because, I mean, we absolutely love Wimbledon anyway. We go round quite well round there. So we had a second there in the semi last year. So hopefully the final will turn out good for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck today. We'll see how it all turns out. And good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Well, I think really what I've said to everybody this morning is this is the start of the season, but I'm hearing that you've had one meeting already?
Two. We had Wainfleet, which we had a good result, and then we was in Holland at Roden last weekend in the support for the European Solo, which was a bit of an eye-opener. 650 metre speedway track, effectively, flat out, very good.
But you enjoyed it by the sound of it?
I enjoyed it, shot blasted the bike, but, New Alley ain't New Alley anymore.
And obviously looking at today's track, I mean, you've been out for practice, what do you make of it?
It seems a bit slick at the moment. It's a bit like having fromage frais all over the grass, it's a bit slippery, but hopefully grass will come off, it'll get a bit grip in it.
Yeah, well, it looks as if it's coming off as the whole of the practice has gone through.
Yeah.
But I think I've just said to Sean a moment ago that we've got the attraction this year that the European final is coming to us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big calendar for the 500 sidecars this year, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously I'm not involved in that, but it is 500 sidecars. I think we've come on in the last few years, probably since we had the semis and the final at High Easter. The class has sort of developed, and with Nick and Sean and Scott, we've probably got three people who are good enough to really challenge the Germans and the Dutch now, which, Leicester in the past was the one there, but I think we need to get somebody on the steps for once. It's about time.
Yeah, I'd agree. And looking forward to today. You are new to this game, I understand?
Not too new. Started with Keith Richards about 4 years ago, so not too new.
It's new to me though.
But new to Gary, yeah. Going well though, going well.
Yeah, and obviously enjoying it.
Yeah, very, very pleased with it so far. Yeah.
Enjoyment is all.
Absolutely. We'll have a good day today, and you never know, we could be talking to you later.
All right, thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
Cheers.
The first race proper will be with the 250 class. I can see that the start line is ready for the first race of the afternoon. Just as I'm getting myself ready to see they've got underway, and down past me for the first time. Diving into the front goes Paul Simmons into that first turn. Paul picks it up coming out of that first turn. We've got two riders that have broken away from the rest of the field. As they go down that back straight for the first time, you see the riders quickly trying to measure the way in which they're going to enter that bottom turn. Up past me, now he chased after the early leader Paul Simmons, and Adam Shipp established himself at the front of the race circuit and down that back straight into this bottom turn for the second time. Now it always intrigues me this time of year what riders have done. He's up into third place, of course, the reigning 250 British champion from last season. He closes up in third place. India program is number 11, but riding at 23. Rider number 91, that's the reserve that came into the class at the last minute, Russell Little. So, checkered flag being made ready for the first time this afternoon. Adam Ship looks over his shoulder, he knows he's got it comfortably. He takes the first line. Paul Simmons finishes second and Paul Cooper in third. So the first race of the afternoon, we start with the small 250s, their first ride this afternoon, and a win for number 16, Adam Ship. In second place, number 31, Paul Simmons. In third place, number 23, Paul Cooper. In fourth place, number 91, that's the reserve, Russell Little. And in fifth place, number 70. Sixth place, 10. Seventh place, 57. Winning time was 1:30.06, 1:30.06, as we're quickly underway with race 2, already on the race circuit, and very quickly an early lead for number 19, Dave Mears, as they come off that bottom turn. I think that's Tom Perry that's coming round the outside. They're sitting there in third place, but Dave Mears with an early lead, being chased down by the youngster Tom Perry. Those two now starting to open up a bit of a gap between them and third place. And a very experienced quick on that top turn. Early's gone very wide on that top turn. Dave Mears still hangs on to it as he goes into this bottom turn now. Tom Perry's getting closer and closer all the time. Cuts back underneath, takes a different exit out of that bend. Andy Mellish is closing up right at the front there. Can Tom Perry do it? This is the last corner for them on this pit bend. Tom Perry attacks going the long way around this time. Remember, he cut back underneath last time. He's gone the long way around this time, but not enough. Oh, a good ride to open up the race for this afternoon. For number 9 today. So, race 2, and a first leg for the 350s, and we start with a win for number 19, that's Dave Mears. In second place, number 1, Tom Perry. In third place, number 63, Carl Russian. In fourth place, number 7, Andrew Mellish. Fifth place, number 32, Jamie Fenn-Smith. And sixth place, number 59, Chris Pay. Seventh place, number 213, Terry Massingham. And 8th place, number 12, Chris Watt. The winning time was 1:27.97, 1:27.97. That's the first leg of the 350. The rest of the 350 on that start line. Stuart Mears looks to follow in the same path as Father Dave. He got to the front, but he's been caught as he goes into that first turn. And looks to me like Richard Smith has got himself to the front as they go down that back straight. Come off that pit turn, it is Richard Smith that leads, but only just. Mark has now got himself to the front. A brilliant top turn then. He's got himself an advantage going down that back straight. Richard Smith still trying to close very quick into that pit turn to try and catch up and get a better run out of that bottom turn. Down that back straight, you can see that he's pulled open. That's a bit of a gap between him and fourth place. But no catching Mark Giles at the moment as he goes into the last lap. From Richard Smith in second. checkered flag prepared, and it's going to be a very convincing win for coming to the line. Number 26, Mark Giles. So, race 3, we complete the first leg rides for the 350s, and a very convincing win for number 26, Mark Giles. In second place, number 33, Richard Smith. Third place, number 5, Matt Etherington. Fourth place, number 17, Andrew Whittaker. Fifth place, number 4, Michael Bovis. Sixth place, number 14. Seventh place, 61. And eighth place, number 52. The winning time was 1:27.49, 1:27.49, and as we prepare ourselves for the 500 sidecars, I can quickly pass a message to congratulations to Matt Etherington and Leanne. I understand that there's been a baby boy join the family, young Jamie, and congratulations from all family and friends. So looking up at that 500cc start line, we've got all 6 outfits. Remind you that in the 500 sidecars they complete over 4.3. And Nick and Abby Radley, as they drop into that first turn. Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg are the riders in second place. Gone slightly wide coming out of that bend. And I must admit, watching practice this morning, Nick Radley and Abby Radley didn't seem to have a very good line round this big bend. Gary Southgate and Adam Young, new partnership for this season. They sit in third place, they're watching what's going on in front of them. Of course, remind you all that the European final is in the UK. Last season, and have been awarded the European Sidecar final. So, looking at a lot of crews this morning, of course, they are travelling over to Holland and Germany to compete against the big competition from over there. We've got the final on home soil. The last lap flag is put out. Almost together as they go round that top turn, but Nick Radley tries to pile it on again down that back straight. Sean Harvey looks quick. He goes in much quicker into this pit turn. It's going to be a challenge until on this last turn. Nick Radley must know he's there. So, out for the first time this afternoon, the 500 sidecars, and a win very convincingly for number 21, Nick Radley and Abby Radley. In second place, number 72, that of course is the outfit of Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. In third place, number 44, Gary Southgate and Adam Young. Fourth place, number 118, Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett. Fifth place, number 971, Dean Norton and Joe Richmond. And sixth place, number 123, Paul Moorcock and John Cook. The winning time was 1:32.41, 1:32.41, 21:72, 44, 118, 971 and 123, 1:32.41. So we now turn our attention to the big 500cc solos. An excellent entry we've got here this afternoon, and a great return to the sport for rider number 81 in race 5. That's of course Lewis Denham. Those of you that follow the sport closely will remember that he retired from the sport just over 2 years ago. He said he was missing it when I spoke to him this morning. I'm sure there's a lot of you will be pleased to see him back again. He claims that this is just going to be a ride this afternoon to get him back into it. He sort himself and machinery out, but we'll watch to see what happens. As they get underway, one other rider that I should have mentioned to you that's back again, and it's good to see him back on the Grasstrack circuits, is of course the early leader, Paul Hurry, as he goes down the back straight. I think that's Paul Cooper that's gone up into second to chase after him. Number 82 I was looking for, that's David Sprite. Travelled an awful long way to get here from Bradford. And a very competitive rider, head down as you can see him going down that back straight. But looking his old self, very comfortable out in front. Paul Hurry. Lewis Denham up in second place. Third. And James Theobald sitting in fourth place at the moment. So what sort of time will Paul Hurry put up? We'll watch to see who else goes in races 6 and 7. One more lap to go. Competitors. But as we look to the far side, he's quickly back up and on the racing circuit. Anthony Wilperl. Paul Hurry takes his first win this afternoon in his first ride. Lewis Denham with a very creditable second place. Great to see him back in racing line once again. And number 82 David Wright. See him here for the first time. So the first of the 500cc's qualifying legs, the first leg ride, race 5 in your programme and a win. Great to see the return of number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place, number 81, Lewis Denham. In third place, number 82, David Sprite. In fourth place, number 26, James Theobald. In fifth place, number 111, David Evans. Sixth place, number 24, Adam Filmer. And seventh place, number 31, Anthony Quiperol. The winning time was 1:21.09, 1:21.09. You should have had 86, 81, 82, 26, 111, 24, and 31. The winning time was 1:21.09. So we stay with the 500s and we're looking up at that start line once again. I can see the starters calling one or two more riders to the line. A quick look to see who we've got in race 6. We have got Paul Cooper this time, Rod McDonald, Scott Creswell, Ben Smith. Looking to see if we've got Jamie Rodgers. I wasn't sure whether I'd seen him in the pits this morning. The takes go, we get underway. Let's see who's made the best of the start as they come down. Martin Sturgeon has got to the front. Number 71, Jamie Rodgers, is there and sitting in second place. Rod McDonald, I think, has got that fight for third place as Paul Cooper is trying to get the better of him coming out of that first turn. And into the pit bend they go for the first time, going very, very wide. You can see Martin Sturgeon's almost into the chase. It means that Jamie Rodgers takes over, and it also means that Rodney McDonald and Paul Cooper are getting an awful lot closer to that second spot as well. So as they break down the back straight, Jamie Rodgers taking over control at the front. Martin Sturgeon back under control. He made that bottom pit bend corner and lost him Paul Cooper closes right in him now. He's got that first place established and starts to close the gap. He's pulling Martin Sturgeon in as he goes down that back straight. So watch Jamie Rodgers take a very wide line down that bend. Sturgeon and Paul Cooper have taken that line as well. Jamie Rodgers getting away is that battle for second place and is the race of race 6. And as the chequered flag is raised, it's going to be Jamie Rodgers that takes it. Close from the line, but Martin Sturgeon just hangs on to that second place. So race 6, the official result reads as a win. First time out for number 71, Jamie Rodgers. In second place, number 15 is Martin Sturgeon. In third place, number 11, Paul Cooper. Fourth place, number 14, Rob McDonald. In fifth place, number 47, Jason Hilliard. Sixth place, number 37, Ben Smith. And seventh place, number 200, Scott Creswell. The winning time was 1:20.35, 1:20.35. You should have had 71, 15, 11, 14, 47, 37 and 200. Those points scored obviously in the solo class. If you haven't found it in your programme, they score 10 points for a win, 8 for a second, 6 for a third, and then it breaks down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for the lower places. We've got maximum points for Paul Hurry and Jamie Rodgers. In the 350s, Dave Mears and Mark Giles. And in 250s, Adam Shipman took maximum points. But we've now got the last of the first leg rides for the 500 solos. Race 7 in your programme. And as they get underway and down past me for the first time, the best of the start. Joe Screen comes through on the inside. That looks like Tim Nobes is the rider that was in effectively third place, but has gone very, very wide. And oh, you can see he's actually come off on that top turn, but he's back on the racing line. And Joe Screen takes over the lead from Big Red. They've got Darren Pugh sitting in third place at the moment. And it was indeed Tim Nobes that has gone very, very wide on that first bend. Too wide in fact. Now looks to have it under control. Got a lot of work to do if he's going to catch the rest of the field and pick up the 2 points. And not underestimating the fact that he's got a very, very confident set of riders in front of him. As we look to the far side and down into this pit turn, Joe Screen has certainly got it well established at the front of the field. Nick Scott is still there in third. Darren is in third. Fourth place at the moment is Hayden Cook. And Tom Perry, I can see the back of that crowd of riders. Tim Nobes desperately trying to catch up with the rest of that field, but got a lot of work to do. Checker flag goes to Joe Screen. He coasts across the line. Mick Stops in second. Colin Cook is the rider in third. And the disappointing start to the afternoon for number 2, Tim Nobes. So, race 7, completing the first leg rides for the 500 solos. A win for number 17, Joe Screen. In second place, number 29, that's Mitch Cobb. In third place, number 7, Harlan Cook. In fourth place, number 711, Darren Pugh. In fifth place, number 25, Charlie Saunders. In sixth place, number 1, Tom Perry. Seventh place, number 2, Tim Nobes. And eighth place, number 46, that's John Yeld. The winning time was 124.84. 124.84. That completes the first leg rides for the 500 solos as we go past the wonderful picture of Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson in the centre of the programme. And we find ourselves at page 12, which is the 1000cc sidecars out for the very first time this afternoon. 3 heats to complete the first leg rides. And of course then we'll be back into 250s with their second ride this afternoon. So we get underway for the first time this afternoon with the 1000cc sidecars. Race 8 in your programme. The first leg rides for the 1000cc and underway. Getting to the front of the field. Number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Closely pursued by number 37, Mark Cosser and Ben Whitelam. But just as I say that, you can see that Paul Whitelam's going around the outside. Oh, a big gap has opened up. There was a lot of closing up in that pit there that allowed Rob Bradley to get away. Paul Whitelam has now got himself established in second place, but he must be surprised himself that he's got such a big gap between him and the early leader, Rob Bradley. Problems for Mark Cosser on that bottom turn. They pulled out. So everybody else in the field is elevated up one, but there's no catching Rob Bradley at the moment. The quick interview we had Rob this morning was very much the same as last year. They've not done much to it, just brushed the cobwebs off. This is the first time they've been out on the Grasstrack circuits for the 2009 season. And what a way to start. First race of the day, and they get a checkered flag. 8, the first of the 1000cc sidecars, first leg ride and a win for number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. Second, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In third place, number 88, Jamie Bree and Mark Truscott. In fourth place, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. And in fifth place, number 306, Mark Warren and Anthony Grant. The winning time was 119.55, 119.55. So race 8, you should have had 87, 92, 88, 57 and 306. We look across to the far side and we wait for race 9, of course, no Paul Johnson. His place being taken by number 514, Ryan Partridge and Tony Heath. Up go the tape for the second time this afternoon for the 1000cc sidecars, and as they go down that back straight for the first time, and looks like John Hiscock and Carl Bell have made the best of it to that first turn, but they're caught as they go into that first turn, and as they sort themselves out coming out of that top turn, Colin Blackbourn has made the best of it, but Rob Wilson is there as well. It's all very, very close in that pit turn, but Rob Wilson has got somebody coming through on the inside of him. He's not careful, he's going to lose that lead, tries to get the advantage going into the top turn. He's very quick round that top turn. It is Rob and Chris Winterburn that, Brown I should say, and have now got themselves established in front. Rob Wilson trying to come back at them, don't want to let them get away as they go up that back straight. But this is a very, very quick ride from Rob and Winterburn and Liam Brown. One more lap to go. Still Colin Blackbourn holding that third place. John Hiscock back in fourth. But this is a quick ride for Rob Winterburn as he goes up the back straight. He's got quite some margin on Rob Wilson in second place, who I will say is out for the very first time this season. Chequered flag, 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. So, race 9 in your programme, we stay with the 1000cc sidecars. Out for the first time, a win for number 48, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. Second place to them, and fighting every inch of the way, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. Third place, number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Smith. Fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. Fifth place, 80, and sixth place, 514. The winning time was 120.42, 120.42, as we're quickly underway with race 10, and we've already got the 1000cc sidecars into that first turn. It's number 2, Steve Smith has made the best of it. Number 9, Myles Simmons, and number 42, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Fantastic to see Robbie back on the Grasstrack scene once again, and he looks as if he's got the kit to make an impact very quickly on the sport, but a rider that's been around a long time and always very, very quick, never wants to give up. Number 2, Smith and Dave Hogan, with a little bit of a lead now on and Kevin Woodley. Talking to them this morning, they said they've only been riding at club meetings, but they've had 2 very good results so far this year. This is the first one. They put it to me. Still going well in that third place. Steve Smith looks to have it all under control down the back straight and up to the top turn for the last time. Kevin Woodley looks over his shoulder, knows that they're comfortable in that second place, but they will be concerned about the gap between them and Steve Smith. As the checkered flag goes, takes the win. Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley take second. Robbie Wilson finishing in third place. So, race 10, we complete the first leg ride for the 1000cc sidecars with a win for number 2, Steve Smith and Dave Hogan. In second place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In third place, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In 4th place, number 991, Trevor Colvin and Andy Colvin Jr. In 5th place, number 3, that's Andy Gribble and Nicky Owen. In 6th place, number 8, Phil Sims and Gareth Bemister. 121.60, 121.60 was that winning time. And you should have had 2, 9, 42, 991, 3 and 8. Well, we're underway with the 250s. I think all eyes are still on that start line where we've lost one of our riders. Park of the course very closely keeping an eye on things, but as the track is clear, he's letting the race carry on. This is race 11. We're with the 250s once again. Remind you, it was number 16, Adam Shipp, that had the win first time out. And it is number 16, Adam Shipp, that's got away from the rest of the field once again. So he's looking at possibly making it a clean sweep as he goes down the back straight, but he's being closed on as he goes into this pit turn. Up past me they come for the third time. Number 96, Georgie Woods, that's in second place, who I don't think even came out in his first ride. I've got no record of a result for him in his first ride. And it is Georgie Wood that's got himself to the front. Adam Shipp sitting there in second. The checker flag is quickly being made ready, and it's going to be a win for number 96, Georgie Wood. Number 16, Adam Shipp, but he is in second. Paul Cooper, 23, has picked up third place. So, race 11 then, a win for number 96, the mystery to us all there, number 96, Georgie Wood, who never appeared in his first ride. In second place, number 16, that's Adam Shipp. In third place, number 23. 23, I should have here, is, that's our of course, Paul Cooper. I didn't change the number there. In fourth place, number 10, Craig Jury. In fifth place, number 31, Paul Simmons. In 6th place, number 91, 7th place, 17, 8th place, 57, and 9th place, 24. 131.08 was the winning time, 131.08. And we're quickly underway with the 350s. And remind you that there were wins for number 19, Dave Mears, and also number 26, Mark Giles. And quickly looking at races 12 and 13, they don't come up against each other in this leg. Dave Mears has got competition with number 33, Richard Smith, had a second first time out. And number 1, Tom Perry, who also had a second, and Tom Perry is moving up on Richard Smith. Together as they go down that back straight, Richard Smith on the outside, Tom Perry on the inside. They're both trying to chase down on the early leader, Dave Mears. Tom Perry looks to have got the bottom of that corner. Already Tom Perry is closing up on Dave Mears. So only came out of youth class in the middle of last season, but looking very, very quick on this 250. Tom Perry looks to go wide. Dave Mears still just to go. One more room to go. And Tom Perry attacks round the outside. Dave Mears knows he's there now. The two of them together as they go down that back straight. No room for error at all from Dave Mears as they go into this pit turn. Well, as Tom Perry pitted him into going quickly into that bend, it means he can dive up underneath. It's going to be close on the line. They cross the line together. Well, he may be only a youngster, but he's certainly used some very, very experienced track craft in that last turn. Brilliant finish from Tom Perry. I'll leave it for the line judge to decide who it was that got it in the end. Well, it was all very, very close. I now can tell you that the winner of race 12, 350 second leg ride, was indeed, making it 2 out of 2, a win for number 19, Dave Mears. But it was close. In second place, by just a tyre, number 1, Tom Perry. And in third place, number 33, that's Richard Smith. Fourth place was number 5, and it all got very close down there as well. Number 5 was Matt Etherington in fourth. In fifth place was number 17, Andrew Whittaker. In 6th place, number 63, Carl Russian. In 7th place, number 61. 8th place was 14. And if you could squeeze them in, there was also results for number 12 in 9th and 37 in 10th. 129.69 was the winning time, 129.69. Underway with race 13. Still with the 350s, and it's Bob Dolman this time that's made the best of the starts. He's been caught as he goes round that first bend, though he's back in 2nd place at the moment. But he doesn't want to be there by the look of it. He closes up on this pit turn. That was a good turn from Bob Dolman. Mark Giles has got the lead from him temporarily. Mark, of course, had a win first time out. Now sits behind Bob Dolman, who didn't get a very good result in his first ride. I think there must have been machinery problems, but he's certainly flying at the moment as he comes off that pit turn. Mark Giles had a win the first time out, it's second. Closest to those two is number 4, Michael Bovis. I wonder, while Mark Giles tries to attack Bob Dolman, will Michael Bovis be able to find any gaps to get through on the two of them? One more lap to go. It's very handy to see that Andrew Mellish is closed up on Michael Bovis. Andrew Mellish going the long way round in that 3rd spot. Well, Michael Bovis has realised that he's there and he goes quickly into that pit turn. Now, will any one of them be able to cut back underneath as they exit the bend? Bob Dolman takes the win. Mark Giles in 2nd, and it is Andrew Mellish that gets through into that 3rd place. So, race 13, we're with the 350s, it's their 2nd leg ride, and a very good time for number 16, Bob Dolman. In 2nd place, number 26, Mark Giles. In 3rd place, number 7, Andrew Mellish. 4th place, number 4, Michael Bovis. 5th place, number 32. 6th place, number 59. 7th place, 213. 8th place, 52. The winning time, 128.88. 128.88. So you should have had 16, 26, 7, 4, 32, 59, 213 and 52. So race 14 is already on the start line. I can see the starter moving away. Up go the pace. Reminds you that in the 500 sidecars it was number 21, Nick Bradley, and first time out. They're back in 2nd place at the moment. The ones that pushed them the hardest in that first race was number 72, Sean Harvey. They've got a much better start this time. They're the ones that are setting the pace as they go down that back straight. Into the pit bend they go for the first time. 3 outfits together as they come off that pit bend. And then it's Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett that are close in contention in 3rd place. Oh, Scott will be watching everything that's going on in front of him. You can see that Sean Harvey looks well established in the lead. Those gaps can quickly be closed. Nick Bradley, Miles on the third. Gary Southgate is in 4th at the moment. He had a 3rd first time out. Scott Dunn just getting the better of him at the moment. And I wonder if Nick Bradley is actually closing on Sean Harvey in the latter stages of this one. One more lap to go. Nick Bradley very quick into that top turn. I think he's going to have a go as he goes down that back straight. He'll try and stay wide and keep it fast on the outside of that finishing straight. Dive round the outside once again. He's gone the long way round. Now will he try and turn back in? You can see that he's got close as they come out of that bend, but Sean Harvey, Nick Bradley, if it's been another 200 yards, he would certainly have done it. But as they cross the line, I think Sean Harvey had just about done enough. Which is good, because that means that it's 1 win apiece. So, race 14 then, the 2nd time out for the 500 sidecars, and we have another winner. Number 72, Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. Second to them though was number 21, Nick Bradley and Abby Bradley. Third place, number 118, Scott Dunn and Natasha Bartlett. Fourth place, number 44, Gary Southgate and Adam Young. Fifth place, number 123, Paul Moorcock. And sixth place, number 971, Dean Norton. 132.62 was the winning time. 132.69. 69, how can it be? 132.62. 72, 21, 118, 44, 123 and 971. 132.62. So we now quickly move to the 500 solos and remind you that we had wins for number 86, Paul Hurry, making a return to the sport. Number 71, that was Jamie Rodgers, who goes in race 16. And number 17, that's Joe Screen, who also goes in race 16. So, looking at the riders for race 15, none of them had a win first time out. The rest of it. He's got close in contention with him. Mitch Godden on the inside. Tim Nobes trying to go around the outside of Mitch Godden as they open up coming out of that first turn. And it is Paul Cooper that's setting the pace. Tim Nobes has now got himself into second. He's chasing after Paul Cooper as Mitch Godden watches what's going on in front of him, sitting in third. But Paul Cooper breathing down his exhaust pipe as he gets into that top turn for the second time. Oh, it's going to be close as they get in this pit bend. Paul Cooper has a look. He knows that Tim Nobes is there, and Tim Nobes gets very, very close. Tries to almost lay the bike down to keep it down. Paul Cooper to go wide. Paul Cooper's lost a lot of ground. Oh, I'm sure that Paul won't be happy about that. You can see that Tim Nobes got very close to him, and he's forced him to make an error on the exit of that pit bend, but Tim Nobes won't mind at all. He's well and truly established down in front. Tim Nobes still holding that third. Lewis Denham is up there in the fourth place, and it's good to see that Lewis is back competing with some very, very good exponents of the sport. He's certainly not out of contention this afternoon, and he did say to me this was just going to be a ride this afternoon to get himself back into the swing of things. We complete race 15 with a win for number 2, Tim Nobes. So, race 15, we start with the second leg rides for the 500s, and after a disappointing first ride, it's a good win for number 2, Tim Nobes. In second place, number 11, Paul Cooper. Third place, number 29, that's Mitch Godden. Fourth place, number 81, Lewis Denham. Fifth place, number 7, Harlan Cook. And sixth place, number 26, James Theobald. Seventh place was number 82, and the winning time was 122.95. 122.95. You should have had 2, 11, 29, 81, 7, 26 and 82. As we're quickly underway, race 16, and this could be a clash. Now, who else is going to get involved? You can see Joe Screen has gone round the long way and got himself up in front. Martin Sturgeon has made a very, very good start, and he's got himself up there in the second spot. But I'm looking for Jamie Rodgers. He's sitting in third place. Remember, Jamie Rodgers and Joe Screen has wins the first time out. Martin Sturgeon wants to keep them apart as he's gone wide coming out of that first bend. Jamie Rodgers looks to come through on the inside. I'm sure he's going to attack in this pit bend. He does attack and he does get through on that pit bend. Now he's got to chase after Joe Screen. Oh, well, Martin Sturgeon has kept Jamie Rodgers out. Seems that Joe Screen has got himself quite an advantage, and he looks very, very quick. He looks to have the measure of this circuit. There's a problem. We've got a rider on the outside of the circuit that's fallen. Clerk of the course, in the interest of safety, has brought those very quick front runners to a halt. So we're quickly underway with race 17 that's on your race circuit. We will be coming back to race 16. That will need to be rerun, but for the moment enjoy race 17 as we've already got them underway. And one rider that had a win first time out, he's out there in front once again. It's the return of Paul Hurry. Looks over his shoulder, he's got Paul Hurry closest to him. He's then got Roger McDonald and Charlie Saunders in close contention. And he looks to be enjoying it at the moment. He looks certainly quick enough as he goes down that back straight. The big clash I think that's building so far this afternoon is what can Joe Screen and Paul Hurry do when they're out against each other. Number one, Tom Perry looks to have got his 500 sorted now as he's pulled away and stays close to Paul Hurry. He's opened up quite a gap between second and third, which is at the moment held by Rodney McDonald. The wider lines of the race circuit. It does look as if it's going to be a very comfortable win for number 86, Paul Hurry. Comes off that pit bend. He's trying to see how quick he can actually go around that bottom turn. But he takes his second win of the afternoon. So race 17 then, a win second time out this afternoon and second time win for number 86, Paul Hurry. In second place to him, number 1, Tom Perry. In third place, number 25, that's Charlie Saunders. Fourth place, number 14, Rod McDonald. Fifth place, number 47, Jason Hilliard. Sixth place, number 24, Adam Filmer. Seventh place, number 200, Scott Creswell. And eighth place, number 13. The winning time was 1:22.27. 1:22.27. He should have had 86, 1, 25, 14, 47, 24, 213. And that, of course, was race 17. We now go back to the restart of race 16 and remind you that Joe Screen and Jamie Rodgers both had wins from their first ride. Look to see if Martin Sturgeon's going to get in amongst them. Joe Screen that's made the break. Jamie Rodgers working his way through the middle of the field, but it is Martin Sturgeon that's got that second place at the moment. Now Jamie Rodgers comes through and gets himself up in the second place as he enters that pit bend for the first time. Joe Screen has got away, but on Wednesday is that much farther ahead than he was before the race stopped. We wonder if there is time for Jamie Rodgers to catch the flying Joe Screen. I think he's doing much the same as Paul Hurry. They all seem to have got the top corners sorted out, but I think they're just seeing how quick they can come around this pit bend. Just from the angle of the fact that this is the finishing corner, that this could be critical in the final because it's a much tighter bend, this pit bend, and you can see that they're all pushing as hard as they can to see how quick they can get round that bottom turn. Those two have got away from 711. Darren Pugh in third place, who's got Martin Sturgeon close in contention. And as we see the checkered flag, it's going to be 2 out of 2 for number 17, Joe Screen. So remind you, this was race 16, and eventually we get a result. It's a win for number 17, his second of the afternoon, Joe Screen. In second place, number 71, that's Jamie Rodgers. Third place, number 711, that's Darren Pugh. Fourth place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. Sixth place, indeed fifth place, number 111, Dyford Evans. Sixth place was number 31. The winning time was 1:22.97, 1:22.97, so that completes the second leg rides for the 500 solos. They say you don't really have to worry about who's doing what, who's scoring well. We'll keep you up to date with everything that we possibly can during the afternoon, and my lap scorers and point scorers will keep you up to date with who's doing what. So we turn over the page and we now move to the right-hand sidecars, and let's see who goes against each other. Number 87, Rob Bradley, goes in this one. He had a win first time out. And he's up against number 48, Rob Winterburn, who also had a win. Where is number 2? He's right down there in race 20. So they're underway quickly already. Will it be a battle of the two that had the wins? But at the moment, you can see that Rob Bradley is quite a long way down the field. The rest of the field have got away. Rob Winterburn is in there in second place and looking to find a way through. He's found a tighter way around that bottom turn. Gets himself in front as he goes up the back straight. Colin Blackbourn can only chase after him as he goes up that back straight. Now desperately looking for number 87, Rob Bradley. I think he's back in 5th place at the moment. He's through a lot of traffic. Robbie Wilson is the rider that's in 3rd place at the moment, and Rob Bradley is trying to work his way through, but he's still sitting there in that 5th place. As right out in front, who had a win first time out, is the very, very quick Rob Winterburn, Liam Brown. Smith, good to see them back in action once again. Missed most of last year. Good to see them back, but at the moment, all eyes, I'm sure, on Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. Well, it's going to be checkered bag this time for them. You can see the big line where I was trying to look to see was where Rob Bradley had made himself up to, and he's got himself up into 4th place. So, race 18, we're back with the right-hand side cars, and it's second leg rides. A win for number 48, that's their second win of the afternoon, Rob Winterburn and Liam Brown. In second place, number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Smith. In 3rd place, number 42, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. 4th place, number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. 5th place, number 911. And in 6th place, number 3, the winning time was 1:19.83, 1:19.83. I was quickly checking there, that is 991, not 911 that I gave you in 5th place. So you should have had 48, 25, 42, 87, 991 and 3, 1:19.83. So we've seen first leg riders 87 and 48 who had wins. We won't see Steve Smith until race 20. So we're now looking for somebody else to get a win. They get underway. Who's made the best of the starts? Looks like Rob Wilson has made the best of it, but Myles Simmons is right there with him, the two of them trying to see who can get the best line into that first turn. Rob Wilson's ended up going very, very wide. Myles Simmons has gone tight on the inside. Giles Stoneman is sitting in that 3rd place at the moment, but Myles Simmons does look to have the best of it. Rob Wilson tries cutting back underneath him on that pit bend, gives him a better line going up that back straight, but again he's been forced to take the wide line. Will he now cut back underneath once he's kidded Myles into believing that he's going to go wide? Let's see what he's done. Simmons was telling me that he's had 2 good club meetings so far. This is possibly the first of the big ones for this season. And had a second first time out, so he's certainly in amongst the top points. If he gets the win here, he's got one more lap to go. Wants to make sure he doesn't get the win. Again, they're trying to cut that bend off in the pit turn. Line themselves up for this much quicker bend at the top of the field. Rob again makes out that he's going wide, tries to cut back underneath, but I think Myles Simmons has got the line. He's got the line and gets the win. Rob Wilson in second. Giles Stoneman finishing in 3rd. So race 19, first win of the afternoon for outfit number 9, that's Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. They add it to a second first time out, so right up there amongst the top point scorers. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Terry Saunders. In third place, number 57, Clive Stoneman and Roland Broomfield. Fourth place is 306, Mark Warren and Anthony Grant. And fifth place, number 8. The winning time was 1:21.55, 1:21.55, as you should have had 9, 24, 57, 306, 8 and a winning time of 121.55. So race 20, we're already underway and we've got him into that first turn. I'm looking for number 2, Steve Smith. He's right in there amongst the mix, but it's Paul Whitelam that's been away. Then Paul Whitelam, who had a second first time out, so he's much the same as Myles Simmons. So there's a lot of outfits coming together, but Steve Smith wants to attack him going up that back straight. Well, you can see that Paul Whitelam had gone slightly wide coming out of that pit turn. Steve Smith saw it most certainly, got his wheels in line quickly and got the acceleration up that back straight. And Steve Smith, who had a win first time out, really does look to be enjoying this circuit this afternoon. Watch him accelerate going up that back straight. He gets that back wheel in a driving position very, very quickly coming out of that pit turn. And he gets a lot of power going up that back straight. That gives him the advantage in this big top turn. So he's already opened up a bit of a margin. Did he overcook it that time? He perhaps turned it a bit too hard, but he's certainly quick going up that back straight. And it's going to be checkered flag for him. So we've seen that Rob Winterburn has made it 2 out of 2. Steve Smith has done the same thing. So, race 20 in your programme, a win, as I've mentioned already, for the second time this afternoon, a win for number 2, Steve Smith and Dave Hogan. In second place, number 92 is Paul Whitelam and Alan Elliott. In third place, number 88, Jamie Bree and Mark Truscott. In fourth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Carl Bell. In fifth place, number 80, Will Upham and Andy Wood. Sixth place, number 514, and the winning time was 122.32. 122.32. So you should have had for race 20, 2, 92, 88, 184, 80, and 514. A winning time of 122.32. We now turn our attention back to the 250s. They're already out there. And let's quickly update you what's happening with the 250s. And right out there in front on 18 points from the 2 rides is number 16, Adam Shipp. Tied on 12 points is number 23, Paul Cooper, and number 31, So they quickly get underway. I can see Paul Cooper a long way back in the middle of the field. And I do believe that's Adam Shipp that's got himself away once again. Now, I do remember, didn't we have a Georgie Woods that was riding number 96 that came good in his second ride? We didn't see him in the first outing. That is Georgie that's in second place at the moment and closing all the time on the early lead arm of Shipp, and Georgie Wood takes over and leads coming out of that pit turn for the second time. So Adam Shipp now knows that he's in second place. But remember, there is a 2-point advantage between finishing first and second, and I can see that Georgie Woods has got those 10 points from his right. Now just looking to see whether Paul Cooper's going to make any impression on this one. He's back in fourth place at the moment, looking to try and get through for third, but as the checkered flag is made ready, it's going to be another win for rider number 96 in the 650, Georgie Woods. So, race 21, remember this is the third leg ride, 3 out of 4, they will be scoring over 4-point scoring legs. Very importantly, a win for number 96, that's Georgie Wood. He gets maximum 10 points, while number 16, Adam Ship, receives second place at 8 points. Third place 70, fourth place 23, fifth place 10, sixth place 31, seventh place 91, and eighth place 82, ninth place 57, 131.19. I will come back to that one though and give it to you again because we've already got race 22, which is the 350s, and the 350s already underway. An early lead Smith, but he's got Matt Etherington in close contention to him. Matt going the long way round and round the outside on that top turn. Richard Smith sitting there in second place. So I think that means that we're going to have Dave Mears and Mark Giles both out in race 23. Norman is now getting in on the action as well. He's up in third place, looking to attack Richard Smith as he goes into that top turn. That's number 16, Bob Dolman, who had a win in his second ride. And he's closing up on Matt Etherington as we say that. The two of them together, Richard Smith and Bob Dolman, closing the gap on Matt Etherington. He knows they're there, he's got one more lap to go. And as I look across that far side, you can see Bob Dolman is attacking Matt Etherington as he goes into the last turn. And off that last turn, he's forced Matt to go very, very wide. Bob Dolman looks to have done enough, and Bob Dolman takes it. Bob Dolman takes the win as they get across the line. Matt's in second place, and Richard Smith finishing in third. Well, he might have left it late, but he's got through there in the end. He's got a win. That's number 16, Bob Dolman. Maximum points in race 22. Second to him, the early leader, number 5, Matt Etherington. In third place, number 33, Richard Smith. In fourth place, number 7, Andrew Mellish. In fifth place, number 1, Tom Perry. And sixth place, number 4, Michael Bovis. Seventh place was 14, and the winning time was 129.54. 129.54. So for 22, you should have had 16, 5, 33, 7, 1, 4, and 14. 129.54. Race 21, if you missed any of those, you should have had number 96, 16, 70, 23, 10, 31, 91, 82 and 57. 131.19 was the winning time. That was race 21. We now look to the start line for race 23. And interesting what's happening in the 350s. Bob Dolman, of course, has missed that first ride. He's got it now on 20 points. Already on 20 points. That's number 19 who we're looking for this time, and the two of them go together as they go into that first turn. It's number 19, Dave Mears, but he's got in close contention. Number 26, Mark Giles, together as they go down that back straight. And Mark Giles forced to go the wide way round this pit bend. Now how far can Dave Mears take him out? They've crossed line. Giles is taking him on. I'm not going to stay down there. I'm going to come back underneath. These two competed against each other an awful lot over the years. And Dave Mears looking a little bit more comfortable now in that first place. Third place, getting very much closer to Mark Giles. Well, he looks to be getting the measure of the circuit now, Andrew Whittaker. Well, that battle goes on. You can see that Dave Mears has got it very comfortable now in front. Andrew Whittaker trying to close the gap. Well, he left on a very, very wide line coming out of this top bend last time he was up there. This time he's just followed him round. Is he going to attack on the last turn? Starts to go wide, starts to wind it on, pushes it all the way around the outside. He's going to be close to this second place. Mark Giles just does enough. So race 23, we stayed with the 350s, their third leg ride, and it was maximum points once again for number 19, that's Dave Mears. In second place, number 26, that's Mark Giles. Third place, number 17, Andrew Whittaker. Fourth place, number 63, Carl Russian. In fifth place, number 61, Chris Ward. In sixth place, number 59, Chris Pay. Seventh place was 37, eighth place 12, and ninth place 213. The winning time was 1:30.35, 1:30.35. That completes the 350 third leg, as we now move to 500 solo third leg. What else? If I looked at my programme properly, of course we're moving to 500 sidecar. And interesting that we've got two outfits together on 12 points after the two rides. That was 21 Nick Radley and Abby Radley, and 72 Sean Harvey. So how have they sorted themselves out this time? Coming off that bottom turn, it is Nick Radley. Scott Dunn is up there in third place, and number 72 Sean Harvey is right back there in fourth place. So with a lot of work to do, can Nick Radley extend the lead that he's got? Scott Dunn trying to close on Gary Southgate though as he moves into that top turn, and all eyes I'm sure on Sean Harvey, that he looks to be slowing on the far side. They do take a look down at the bike, not sure if there are problems. Scott Dunn begins to attack Gary Southgate now as he looks to go around Southgate. Moves across to take the line into the top turn. So has Scott Dunn got time to close in on Nick Radley, or is Nick going to have it all his own way in this one as he goes into that pit turn with a cut? There's problems for Scott Dunn. Scott Dunn pulls up on the far side, and Natasha Bartlett, it means that Gary Southgate takes over that second place. It means that Sean Harvey is elevated up into third. Oh, that was disappointment for Scott Dunn as he worked hard to get that second place. And he does get a finish, he gets some points, but not as many as he expected to.
They've decided to walk round.
So the third leg of the 500 sidecars, and really Nick Radley and Abby Radley starting to stamp their authority on this one as they get another win, making it 3 wins out of 3 rides. Number 21 then in first place. In second place number 44 Gary Southgate and Adam Young. In third place number 72 Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. And fourth place number 971. Fifth place 123. Sixth place 118. And the winning time 1:31.95. 1:31.95.